Yes. You're coming, right? Okay, great. Can you just do me a favor? Yeah. Hey, okay, good start. So I want to show you first a small video.
And what is the name of your company?
Well, the company is DoTrue and the product is Peak1, but I want to focus more on the process, on how we got to the product, to the company. And that is a big possible also thanks to my experience into working in a WPP company. One of the largest in Europe is a group M company called HR. I was the head of innovation. So thanks to them, I've been able to pretty much find out how to innovate, how is working innovation in market research and marketing, and how to make it used for businesses and therefore how to build a better product to do communication. And then I did from the corporate company. So maybe the audio is not going to be the best. I'm going to show you just a small video, something that is just to tease your attention a little bit. I hope you can hear something. Not as much, just music. So this is just to, I'm sure you have seen videos similar to that, but this is to keep giving people an idea of what's really going on in the world. And that's pretty crazy. This video, we produced this video ourselves actually, about 1 year ago, with the forecast for the year through WPP. It's the largest market research and market communication company in the planet. So I want to start with a small story. So pretty much, okay, these numbers are impressive, but I think we can just go a little bit back in time. I'm going to show you a small story. So pretty much 1 year ago, I was at CES in Vegas. I usually go every year, and unexpectedly there was a panel about marketing and market research. And the panelists on stage were like people like CEO of Coca-Cola, CEO of Ford, the CEO and founder of WP itself, person. And pretty much they had 10 minutes to talk about how they would do marketing today for their own companies. And we're talking about the largest corporation on the planet. I didn't mention Google, for instance, or Facebook, because they are big companies. They are the tool to help the big companies doing it. So I would say the focus would be how known extreme technological companies are attacking today the market and be relevant to the people. So I will start from here. So pretty much this is the numbers that we have seen. Oh, and before we really start, like I don't really want to do like a real talk. So this is a run conference, so I'm going to do an talk. And what I want to do is pretty much give you an idea of pretty much the topic, show you something that is going to be ease your attention, and then I'm going to have a conversation with you. Like, I want to hear your questions. I want to have your ideas, and I want to pretty much discuss a little bit further. Maybe if you have questions specifically on how to do something or the story or the talk. So pretty much the numbers we've seen are pretty impressive, and of course, if you're working in social media, you're really familiar with these things. Okay, let me go on. So today, the way to communicate, we really need to have really clear the market, the people, the channels. So I really like what these guys have done, like the way they explain it. So in the way to look today, what's the best way to do marketing for our small companies, startups, other companies. Of course, I think it's really, really important, to listen to companies like Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola is a brand, I think it has about 100 years, and it's still the same product. And they are still doing marketing. They are still doing, communication in the way to compete, in the way to keep, the brand up. So I think it's really important to check what they accomplish with their communication. So what we are saying here is pretty much the key is to stay relevant to young consumers. That's how they started. And there you need to find out how to be still engaging with people, like now and in the future. So the way to do that is really hard for a big company like a conservative old company like Coca-Cola. So they went through a list of strategies, and for sure, one is to understand the environment first. So what's the new market? And the new market is 2 billion people connected in the internet that 5 years ago were not there, for instance. That means into the company itself and into the communication strategy, there has to be a kind of it's called mind expansion. Like you need to think broader, you think in a more innovative way, and usually companies don't do that. Like big companies, it's really hard to bring them to what is called the digital world. Of course, they use agencies. Believe me, I've been working out big agencies for several years. It's still hard to take the company and say, oh, you need to do this, because maybe you get the attention of the social media manager, but then you need to get attention of the CEO or like the the company. So that's really key. So in the past, I would say marketing and communication was done how? Pretty much pushing messages out. What does it mean? You send someone, you hire a market research company, you try to get a sense of the market, you take the information, you elaborate a communication strategy, and then you pretty much push your communication out, like billboard, advertisement, like internet websites, whatever. But this process is too slow, pretty much. That means the time to get people feedback and to react properly in a normal like communication, like conversational communication company, it would take even 3, 6 months, 1 year. Today we're talking about it's a real time work. So the key point to understand is like how you can engage people, how you can get sticky to the message and the people of engagement, and how to stay relevant to users, to keep their attention high. So you know, what's changed in the last 5-10 years? Of course, you can answer, well, we have Facebook, fine, but you know, these are tools. It means technology evolved a lot, and application technology evolved a lot. I know it's really banal, but big companies, you know, never thought that way. Like, they are entering a totally different world, and they need to adapt. If not, the ability to be cut out, I would say. So we are living into I would say, a real-time world. So the new key for these companies like technology. Technology is the one driving the whole like innovation, communication, and they have to be integrated into the marketing processes. And of course, that works more for big companies. Pretty much all of us, we have startups. So maybe you know, we work with digital agencies, so it's going to be easier to understand the process. But the point is, we need to speak the language of the market. And when we try to convince a big brand to use our product, and this is what they're trying to do, believe me, it's really hard. Like, we signed for our startup, the first client was IKEA, and I was impressed receiving the first email from IKEA when they read out my name on the press in Italy, in the US. Oh, I like the product, let's talk more. And believe me, I fell from my chair. But from that time to the time that they installed our product, it took about 5 months. Because, you know, the girl, the social media manager, was totally impressed, but she took about 4 months to convince the big guys that, you know, and IKEA, that apparently is an innovative company, and then we found out that it's not. It's a very conservative, like almost 100 years, and, you know, it has been really tough, and it taught us a lot how to get, you know, to get the attention from that company and how to convince them that, you know, that was the best way to go. So I would say the pivotal moment when marketing and marketing research change is when technology allows to have I would say a real-time communication. So the concept of the real-time, that means getting consumers in real time, change the whole body. That means the procedure, the communication procedure that they used to use, like for instance, hire a market research company, get feedback in 3-6 months, it has been totally, I would say, wiped out. And companies like, you know, the huge market research company are at risk of, I would say, I don't want to say going bankrupt, but almost, if they don't take advantage of the technology. And believe me, it's really hard. I'm looking to market research company right now, TMS, GfK, Nielsen. They want to use our product, but they know if they don't use it, they cannot get clients. Technically, IKEA went to me and not to the market research agency. But they have a huge problem talking to, you know, to the other guys. So how you can also, okay, what's next step? Once you got the new process, you need to enter what's called understanding how to teach people. And that is about creating a communication environment, so a context, and therefore the way to create context, you need context. The way to do these kind of things, you need to create and to use the new communication channels. So in the past, maybe we had just the website, for instance, and billboards on the street and print advertisement. Today, the number of channels, I know it's maybe banal for a user, but it's not banal for a company to think it as a communication strategy. It changed totally. For instance, you know, just the iPhone application is a new channel to communicate something to people in a different way. YouTube videos itself became, you know, a new channel. And that's called channel marketing. That means understanding all the channels you have and entering your information into the proper channel for the proper audience and with the proper message. And only by doing that you can get, you know, you can trigger the attention of the people and from different ways. So about 3-4 years ago, I started the concept of considering touch points. So touch points is all the ways a company can touch the people. So it's like, you know, a windows, actually a series of windows in between companies and users. So, and now we can count a lot of touch points. Of course, you know, maybe 10 years ago, with the first, I would say newsletter, mailing list, you know, email was actually a new channel. Then during the years, you know, mobile application, now it's super hot. Like everybody wanted to be mobile. Why? Well, right now, as we saw from the video, 50% of the internet traffic is on mobile. So, for instance, a company, you know, wants to build a website. Oh, I want to build a website. Fine. So, is it customized for mobile? Oh no, we don't care. Actually, yes, we do care. Anyone who's checking a website today, I mean, if you see a link on your mobile, you open it up from your iPhone, and if it's not, you know, customized for your mobile phone, you know, maybe.
3 or 4 more minutes, and then we got to give the room up to somebody else. I just want to let you know. So 3 or 4 more minutes, and then we got to give the room up to somebody else.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yep.
So, we're talking about new channels, and companies need to enter this new channel in a proper way. I'm gonna do a little fast. I want to show you something. So, for instance, this is a list of the best type of engagement that you can get in the way to get people attention. And of course, this has been structured and studied by you know, experts, I would say. So in the way, if you want to create a new content, you can create, for instance, you know, something regarding satisfaction. Like, I'm happy or I'm upset, then I want to communicate with you. And if I give you the power of doing that, it's still a marketing channel. It's a, you know, it's open communication. Well, loyalty program is not due to that, but definitely, you know, a channel to loyalty. That means I can give you a reward if you come back to me. For instance, this is the case of Foursquare. Where word of mouth advertising definitely is, you know, one of the strongest ways to communicate. Still, awareness, like making. I would say it's a new term for company. Like, they need to be aware of what's going on and want to bring the same awareness to the client and keep the same type of communication. I want to show you something else. Check if it's here. Yeah, as we're running out of time, I want to go real quick. This is a list of 5 points on how to create, let's say, how to think in an innovative way in everything you do, in the communication, in like for your product. So I would say the top 5 points for, you know, for innovative skills. So one is being very open allows you to see a lot of points, but you know, the toughest part is to connect dots. So by, you know, creating an association of the dots, you can maybe find out that, well, everything you've seen creates a new pattern, and the new pattern maybe is the new trend is the future. Second thing that is about observing, like having a very open mindset, I would say in a serendipity way. Actually, the new term is like serendipity innovation is one of the best ways to innovate today. It's like thinking out of the box and, you know, starting from paths that people have not taken so far. Experimenting, so it's pretty much try things. If you have a product, for instance, don't be scared to launch it only when it's perfect. Oh, I want to be perfect, the perfect logo, perfect graphic, and then maybe you already have the technology, but it takes you 1 year to be the perfect communication. That's wrong, because in 1 year you probably be very old. Or maybe, you know, just launching with a creepy graphic would be already enough, because people sometimes don't really care about. It's cool to have cool graphic, for instance, because you get the people attention immediately. But if the product is not there, it lacks a feature, people just run out of it and, you know, run away from it. So experimenting, and there is a, you know, saying in Facebook, it's like there is a sticker all around the company. It's like break things and move fast. That means you need to move fast, that's the key. And you need to try things. You need to go on the market as soon as possible. You need to experiment. You need to try research. And in order to do that, you need to, of course, to move fast without being scared of, you know, people. 1 minute.
Okay.
I started late.
I know. Yeah, it's showbiz, I think.
Yeah. And questioning, asking people questions all the time. That's the reason actually why also we started when you survey asking people. Networking, of course, is not new to these things, but connecting these 5 things together, it definitely gets you to be a better innovator into whatever you do. And if you really apply this tactic, you know, when you go around, you do business, you go to events, that really change a lot. And it's working for me, and it's working amazingly. It's the reason why I really wanted to to bring these things to you here now. And of course, as you ended up, maybe maybe inventing something totally new. If you start from paths you develop I would like to show you like a million more things, but you're totally out of time. So maybe if you have questions, you wanna discuss some specific topic, you wanna me to talk about something else specifically. I have a bunch of presentations here, but definitely time is ended. What do you mean?
Hey, can I get a hand from you? Actually, there's terrible construction. I apologize about the construction too. We're gonna have to move the next talk over because we can't get them to stop upstairs.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna reconfigure really quick.
Do you have a contact where we can stay in contact?
Do you want
to open the space up?
Yes.
Alright guys, take
And,
these chairs sideways if you would.
Would you guys, the people that were in the white chairs, is there a chance I could get you just to move them over there? We're going to point the other way so we don't have to deal with the construction anymore.
Oh, that's for the construction. Yeah. Oh,
What is?
No.
Yeah, the construction is so bad. Yeah, I really apologize for that. We were supposed to have them, we were supposed to have the building to ourselves tonight. So I apologize, yeah. Talk over here.